Hello everyone. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good one. I have a few ideas of what I want to do. I also might be having a few adult beverages. Off of a dare. Okay. It also means I'm probably just gonna start building. I don't know, I have a few ideas of what I would like to maybe try doing. Oh, let me look up some references. Art Deco. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Art Deco architecture. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So this. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Start with that. I got like I might be a little bit distracted by drink. Apologies. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I kind of try to do like curves. I never do curves. And it is unfortunate. We shall see. I don't know exactly what this will be. But it will have a facade. Hmm. Don't know how... Oh, we'll see how this is gonna work. I hope... Oh, I think it's probably a little brighter. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like it might be a little brighter on stream, actually, than for me here. I think I counted it in groups of 6. Oh, geez, my singing's a little off. That's not good. 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, let's... This. This ain't gonna work. Okay. Well, I know that doing it, working in 3s should work. It'll be kind of annoying. Okay. Oh, this isn't what I meant to do. That's fine. We'll work with it. Okay. There's one can down. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be doing here, but we'll see. Thinking something that's gonna have an overhang. Excuse me. Ugh. I want to say my opinions of lib beers, but also, I don't know. I don't know. I think like cans is a bad way to judge. It was genuinely kind of unfair. Because I feel like the last time I had something that was on tap was just so much better that it's like there is no comparison. I was like, yeah. I'd like to get 30 minutes in before I catch a soda, though. I don't know. We'll see. Not too much Star Citizen news. Not too much gaming news. There's DLSS 5 or whatever. Which I guess, in all fairness, I don't know. I don't have too many opinions on. My only opinion is that, like, everything I've seen of it looks just, like, brighter. Okay. Oh, okay. Hang on, give me a minute here. Okay. Okay. A little bit of food. Just a little bit of food, so. Okay, excuse me. Might happen a few times. In the next 2 minutes. God damn, can it be brighter? Good lord. Actually, let's do a... Sorry. Let's do a, nice, subtle little flange on the side here. Now, should we do this? Let's do this. Space it out a little bit more. Okay. Still good. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay, the haze is hitting. All right. Yeah. But like. I do have chips and deep dish pizza. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's do this. Hang on. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright. I'm just thinking what the best way to... We're gonna have these little window slits. Be lovely. And maybe I should replace the stone blocks with the red blocks. I don't know. We'll just go with this for now. Gonna have to replace these blocks in a second. Oh geez. Wish I had water. The bottle I was using for water, the glass I was using for water, excuse me, was used for beer. Yeah. Oh, you know, I do have to, I guess, like, okay, with DLSS 5, I mentioned that, I was, like, never gonna buy a Bethesda game again until they can prove themselves, which for me is, like, the happy, oh, I don't really care about Elder Scrolls that much. So, Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, I can see how it does. And then Fallout 5, which I actually care about, could be something I potentially go and get. But, well, I mean, it'll now also depend on if they decide to if they decide to keep DLSS 5, or if it's a mandated thing. Because again, like, I don't know, it doesn't look, from what I've seen, it doesn't really look better. It's just a brightness thing. And frankly, I would love to look into rendering more. Because I do remember a discussion on Reddit about, like, a map that was in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 versus Black Ops 7. And the one in 2... like, it's the same map, exact same map, but it just looks better in 2 because the rendering technology at the time. And they basically were just like, whatever, we're just gonna port it back in. But it makes, like, everything, like, harder to see and everything, and it's just a worse experience. Like, if I was a game director, I would definitely want cartoony graphics and, like, there's a good reason to have dark areas for atmosphere and potentially for gameplay. Like, I Yeah. Like the scene I'm thinking of specifically with the LSS5 is like the intro scene to Starfield. I don't think DLSS 5 is doing anything that can't be done with other rendering techniques and maybe some creative stuff. Even then, like, it doesn't look bad and environment's readable. It's just not as bright, which again, it's like just increase the brightness and you're completely fine. That's fair. Welcome, Solar. Solar, I might be... I may be a few drinks in on a dare. I think it was worth it, but just if I seem a little off, you know. And can I say, god damn it, nacho cheese Doritos, hashtag not sponsored, oh, are fucking amazing. I hope that listen, I started stream having, like, I haven't eaten much today. I had a beer before stream, was coaxed into having another two, and I was dared into having another two, and I only started drinking the other two right when stream started, so like it's a whole ass experience right now, let me tell you. Well, I mean, I don't want to... My inhibitions have been lowered, so... If I make bad decisions, I'm gonna blame it on the booze. Which I think is fair. It's not so much peer pressure as it is partner pressure. Oh, it's been 30 minutes. I'm getting a soda. I do have water. Okay, cool. Oh my god. Yep, let's just go. I got a tab open. It was for Art Deco reference. Yeah, let's just buy everything. I did alt tab for just so we're clear. I don't even... Did I even alt tab to the reference thing? I did. Yes, it did. That is a thing that happened. Please, if and when Scarlet shows up in chat, just say some things. Oh, bubble. Oh, fuck. Only a few hundred. Oh my god. At some point I'm gonna have to justify to myself the reality of how much money I spent on Star Citizen. I don't think I'm prepared for that day. I gotta be honest. I mean, I'm well and truly more than halfway to a concierge. Not quite 3/4 of the way. Numbers. So, Solar, how was your day? I didn't do too much. I just cleaned cars, got some, handed off some food to the grandparents. Legatus Nevium? Oh, fuck! God, I don't... Oh my god. Fair enough. Ah, shit. 25k. Oh, Solar. Oh, do I gotta... What do you want me to fucking do? You want me to fucking donate my goddamn leg? To science? Voluntary amputation for the sake of science? The betterment of humanity? For that kind of money, that's what you'd be asking. Or like a 25-year commitment. Probably a... We'll say a 30-year commitment. I was gonna say a 40-year commitment, although that number does not make sense. Oh, but maybe I want the 600i. Oh my god. You won't fucking know. Maybe I want the 600i. Sorry, I gotta be real also with the the levels of yeah, it's I don't know what level I'm at really. I don't usually go beyond this point. I went beyond this point maybe one time at a Halloween party. Forever ago. And I tried to avoid that unless I'm dared for a good noble cause. That is true. Now oh my god. Is Chris Roberts' lap kitty taking advantage of my current mental state to make me buy a 600i? Goddamn. Can't say I'm surprised, but I'm glad you have some level of faith in me. Listen, if you showed me, if you put Steam right in front of me right now, I could make some bad decisions. You know, we always talk about hand-eye coordination, but never hand-finger or finger-eye coordination. I feel like my finger-eye coordination is a lot better than my hand-eye coordination right now. I feel like this is a bad idea, but it's for a very noble cause, I swear. I'm chugging chips more than the beer. I gotta be honest with you. The beer was just the warm up. Oh my sweet Jesus, oh my god. Sorry, I took in the fact that it was like 25k, but for some reason, part of me was thinking like $2,500. I don't know. But then I also wasn't completely thinking that it was... You know, if you have... Okay, alright. Listen, solar. Oh, jeez. Okay. Hear me out, this is gonna be a long-winded thing, but the Runaway Guys have, there's this guy, Emil Chugga Conroy. May have heard of him, may have not, doesn't matter. Has these things called Mysteries of Life. The last one I heard was I think the last Mystery of Life he said was like, why do we ship things with boats or something? And I'm just saying, if you have any questions on the level of that right now, I would probably give some really fucking stupid funny answers to. I will be completely honest though, I don't know if you have any questions that are that level of dumbass. But you know, in all fairness though, in all reality, I'm doing very exaggerated hand gestures. Just so you know. I didn't really fully comprehend how much, oceanic cargo transport was actually happening. Like, the fact that, like, yeah, like, probably 99% of the cargo transported across the world is, you know, is stuff, which is like, well, yeah, is on a boat, is on a ship, not a boat. Bleh. Whack. Yes! Yes! That is exactly what I'm doing! Oh. Oh, maybe I want to do something better than just... Oh, I'm focusing on, like, the front facade. I should probably focus on more. Oh, God. So again, I don't know if I'm, like, buzzed. I don't know if I'm buzzed or drunk. I think I'm probably more buzzed. Whenever I thought of buzzed, I probably over exaggerated a little bit. Oh dude, if only. I'm gonna have to get a haircut. Oh, I shouldn't say it. Maybe I should say it. Did I mention my sister's getting married this year? At least the plan is. Yeah. I think my mom... I genuinely think that my sister does not... I frankly think that my sister does not give two shits about my hair. But my mom is like, you know, okay, like... Yo, your sister is open to, you coming with whatever hair, just as long as it's trimmed or whatever. Just as long as it's styled by a stylist. I'm like... Yeah. Okay. That's definitely a thing she said. And even if she did say it, I think it would only be because my mom is my mom. AKA bald. Listen, that would be fucking hilarious. Okay, real talk, if I could donate my hair to, like... If I could, like, cut all my hair off, go completely bald, but I donate the hair to, like, somebody to make a wig or whatever, I would... Yeah, no, I would, that would be worth it. And I'd be like, look, Mom, I donated to somebody who had cancer, somebody who had a hair cancer or whatever. Or any kind of cancer, I guess. If you don't like this, then shut the fuck up right now. See, that's gotta be like a level of buzzed. Maybe it's beyond buzzed. I don't know, dude. At least, I mean, I'm not slurring words. Mostly. Oh, if I looked back at these, if I like actually did a thing, if I actually looked back at the streams and was like, oh god, should I actually post this? Should this be forever on the internet? I might look back at this one and say, nah, this ain't it, dude. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be fine by the end of stream. I think. Probably. Phone. I'm looking for my phone. I'm looking for a response. Oh. Okay. I saw a response. I need to put Windows on this. Is it? I don't know. I almost want to be like, ugh. My inhibitions have been unlocked. I'm now able to do things I would never I'm now able to do things at a speed I would never have been able to do before because I would hesitate. I guess is kind of how inhibitions work. I don't know. That's incorrect. God damn you, window placement. I don't know. Oh, I kind of like the idea of maybe just trying an alternating pattern, but I think we'll just keep this one because it's fun. Also really not too much to talk about with Star Citizen, really. Solar, if the 500i or the 700i had to come out, what would you want it to be? And, what would make you buy it? And why would it be better than the other one? I don't know what the 500i would be. I think the 700 would be... The 700 has always been, in my mind, a Genesis Starliner competitor. Like a larger version, definitely, but also probably lower capacity, but much more luxurious compartments. And maybe having... I mean, they could do any number of things. I've always thought that... I've always thought that Origin should have a sort of mercenary brand, or sort of mercenary branch, or subdivision. It's more focused on bounty hunting than mercenary work, but it kind of... Like the 325... Well, the 325 is definitely mercenary, not bounty hunter, right? But you know, it could be. Wait, I can't put a lantern on the side of a thingamabob? What the fuck? Oh, I'm out of ship start time. Oh! Sorry, I might have... breathed. I might have inhaled Doritos there for a second. Oh. Oh god. I really don't know what the 500i would be. I guess the 500i would be like a Connie competitor, but kind of larger than the Connie. It would just kind of be like, eh. But that's also kind of what just Origin ends up being anyways, where it's just like, it's the luxury version of this thing. It's, oh, this is definitely a Pathfinder, but like, I don't know, compare the fucking 315 to the Terrapin. I was like, I mean, I guess the 315 isn't bad in particular, but like, I don't know, compare the 325 to the Avenger, compare it to the Gladius, to the Arrow, to the Hawk, something that's not like completely combat focused. I take a fucking Hawk over a thing every day. Solar, you're here and you have not answered my question. I find this the slightest bit rude. I'm definitely offended. I don't even know if the question honestly made that much sense. Would you like to see, if you could pick between the 500i and the 700i from Origin Jumpworks in the Star Citizens universes, which would you want to see? What would you want it to do? I probably said it in a different way and it was weird. But I also feel like your answer would be, I don't care, because it's fucking Origin, they're fucking useless. I'm like, fair. But that's not a fun answer. I don't think the 890 is the mega yacht. Maybe, I mean, maybe it is. I'd be okay with that. I don't know. Kind of like the idea of there being a 900 and then a very not talked about 1000 series. If there is a 900 series or a 1000 series for that matter, I think like that's years out. But they are going to run out of capital ships in the backlog at some point. God, that does sound extremely optimistic, doesn't it? We love optimism here, though. Realistic optimism, anyway. Also consider the 890 their flagship. There isn't much need for another luxury capital ship. That's true. But, well... But... No, actually, but I do think that Origin as a company can probably refocus itself to being not just solely luxury, but being luxury science exploration I mean, that's my hope. I've mentioned it before. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm feeling like... Oh shit. Oh, shuckle. Mother... Everything's one layer off. Shit. I'm honestly amazed. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if it feels... I don't know if I'm giving the sense that I'm drunk or I feel like I'm acting like I'm drunk. I honestly don't know, but something is happening. Chemical reactions are happening inside of me. I just need you to know this. I just need you to understand. The reality of the situation that is happening. Wait, what the fuck was Hytale? Everything's off here, Jesus Christ. If Kruger got away from the fighter ships, they could be the second luxury capital, but yeah, aside from that, the other manufacturers are pretty combat industrial. That is true. I mean, it does raise another question of what does civilian look like? What is a civilian ship? And probably a generalist ship is the answer to that. Blah, 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 blah. I think Kruger could do some good work in that department, though. But like, yeah, I also feel like just in general, Star Citizen has huge combat focus. One might describe it as a combat boner. If they were being lewd. And I guess I'm feeling a little lewd. I really did just say that. God damn. Okay. I'm still not convinced of if this is a bad idea, which is probably, in hindsight, will be, yes, this was a bad idea. I guess that's fair. I mean, a generalist ship at that point is just, I have everything. Well, I guess it isn't really everything. But we don't know. I mean, is there a smaller generalist ship that will be made? Is there a larger one? Like... And if it's a larger if there's a larger generalist ship, potentially a 700i or 500i. I don't know if I want to bring the conversation back to that, but I guess I am leaving that opening. Is there a refiner? Is there a mining laser? Is there this? Is there that? I don't know. Well, it's also... I mean, at that point, it's also just not a ship for you. because you can afford to specialize. But yeah, that is fair though. Oh. Next time I hang out with a friend, I should just next time we get a restaurant where alcohol is involved, I should just get a beer and down it immediately. And like be like, hey, yeah, I downed my beer, can I go to check? And get it, and then they're like, they come to order the food and they're like, wait, I'm sorry, did you down it another beer again? Like, yeah, no. I'm just like, I feel like I enjoyed those Doritos more than I did, and I feel like I'm enjoying this deep dish pizza more than I would have homemade. No corporate overlords to be concerned about this time. Yeah, that is true. I mean, if they could throw a refinery into that, I mean, they could throw a refinery into it, let's be real. They had to make the crafter to SCU because, like, that covers literally every FPS weapon. If the crafter in the Clipper was, say, 1 SCU, you wouldn't be able to you wouldn't be able to craft sniper rifles. It would have to be very limited in that regard, for what that's worth. Pisces is more convenient for medical. Well, some people are gonna look at it and only want one ship. Even if they have multiple ships, just that, like, hey, I think I'm gonna, go here and do this stuff, and I'm not gonna be, I'm either not gonna be able to get my ship moved over to this new location, I'm not gonna be there long enough, or I don't want to pay the thing for it, so I need a ship that can just kind of do everything mediocre. I'm not gonna get into any, like, huge trouble. Or, like, hey, I'll spend at most $200 on this game, sure, that's whatever, and I'll buy this ship because it can do everything or whatever. That is true. And as you say that, I am thinking, yeah. I gotta check. I don't know if the so if you could just shove a crafting machine inside some of those ships, which honestly, do you even want to do that, or do you want to keep the crafter? Like, would having the crafting station at the at your landing zone be better? You know? So like that honestly is kind of a consideration. But yeah, I don't know. They can also definitely be good ships for mission dressing. Well, like, if you have a mission that's like potentially like, oh, you have to go get transported to this location by, like, you have to, like the 2019 demo, where it's like, yeah, you're doing this thing, you're getting transported in a NPC Valkyrie, and maybe there's a bunch of things you have to do in the location. One of those things is crafting. You gotta like hack into either like the crafting station at the station, or you have to go and like find a ship that has a crafter in it, and it could just be a clipper. Still need the mats. Well, if it's like a mission-based thing, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the reality of that of any situation I've just said is probably not super likely. I will be honest. One, two, three, four. Okay, I'm one block higher than I thought I was. Yeah. I mean, like, well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the Anvil Auxilia, that is a crafting machine, that is a ballista with a medical bay and a crafting machine, if they still go with that. You know, and I think it's a tier 2 bed as well. Yeah, that's gonna be like really good. That's gonna be a really compelling option. An unbelievably compelling option. But at like that's the only place. I don't know about refining. Ugh. Excuse me. Have the money for a dedicated refining. How much is the goddamn Orion? I'm looking it up now. Oh, Jesus. Orion is $650 dues. What is the Prospector? Prospector is $150 dues. What is the Expanse? Not the / Expanse. The Expanse is $150 dues. Chuckle. Let's assume it's more expensive and the number comes out to $320 for a prospector and a refinery. Yeah, there's probably some room there. That, I'm not gonna spend my entire life savings on an Orion. I'm not gonna spend my entire life savings on Star Citizen. I'll just buy a mining ship and a refining ship instead of an Orion. In-game, though, that's probably a different story. Oh. Well, what's gonna be better? An Orion or 3 prospectors and an expanse? That's probably gonna be a realistic comparison. Buy the prospectors for your friends. That's fair. I'm not looking up the Arastra because I already closed out this thing. Oh my god. What friends? Good lord. Rastra's 550. Thanks, friend. Who I will not buy a prospector for. But wait, at that point, okay, so 2 prospectors and a fucking Paul Munch expanse. Though I don't know where I was going with that, and I'm terrified myself. I don't know how I remembered the Expanse so good before. So well before. Oh my god. That is true. That is true. I mean, like, if you have a refinery ship, you don't get charged the monies to run that refining ship, I would assume. You just have to pay for fuel, which is probably cheaper. But you also have to maintain your own refinery at that point. And also at that point, just base building refinery. But that might be more expensive. Like, owning land might be more expensive than buying a ship. Although, honestly, who knows? You mean, obviously buying a ship is going to be more expensive than buying land? What the fuck? You gotta consider the peasants. The peasants have to buy their fucking land to farm off of, so they can be men of talent, resorting to this or some shit. That is true. That is very true. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's only been an hour and 20 minutes? Oh my god. I need more deep dish pizza. I'm gonna go get more deep dish pizza. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Solar, have I been talking faster than I usually talk? That's just a thought I had. Good old PSA to not give your bunnies any alcohol at all. Will take over the world otherwise. That's definitely what's about to happen. Nothing else. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, yeah. Well, I mean, refining right now is just a stepping stone into the process of selling materials and or getting crafting materials. I wonder how that happened. Oh, that was supposed to be there. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't hate this building. I think I need to ask myself if I like this building in the morning, though. I feel like if I feel like if I have to talk about the economy team in the state that I'm currently in, I feel like I'm going to say something I may regret. Okay, because like I think I mentioned it with crafting, right? But like, hear me out, okay? Crafting, having 500 be the benchmark quality. Like, that is the standard quality mark. I mean, it means that half of your resources are going to be bad. Right? Like, if it was 300... Like, I think there should be maximum qualities more than... I'm doing good, Scarlet. How are you doing? I think... You should have been here an hour ago. Could it be high? It's okay. I think you missed out on some moments. Oh, very nice. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, but if standard quality items were, if the standard quality was 300, then you have, you could have, like, maximum quality values, so, like, you know, you could craft something like a tier 1 rifle with, you could craft a tier 2 rifle, or tier 1 rifle, with, you know, like 900 quality material, but it's only going to max out at a certain point, and it's not going to be worth it unless you absolutely need to craft something. Edward 40 hands. Alright. Alright, good. Very nice. Very nice. I do think genuinely... Well, I don't know. I feel like my hand, or my finger-eye coordination has been unaffected by any consumption of any materials. My hand-eye coordination, that is a different story. I don't. I have maybe some theories. Basically, as long as I don't move my head, I'm fine. It's filled with wine, but not the alcohol kind of wine, like the complaining kind of wine. I know you meant the other thing, but that's funnier. I'm sorry, let me... Hip a handle off the... Okay. Only I do have a spinning chair, but there's like 50 pounds of clothes on it. I can do some jumping jacks. Give me a second. I did 5. Probably not 5 not great jumping jacks, but... Sorry. That was acting. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, this building now has a history to its construction. I don't know if any other build I'll ever have will be able to compare. I suck my dick and rotisserie chicken. Sorry, every time I hear this song, I think of that. I've wanted to do that for years. Now I have. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna take a minute and appreciate the work that we've done. I feel like I have genuinely done the work of... I've done more than we're ahead of schedule. There is a schedule. You've never known about it, but... I've never known about it until this moment either, so... You know. Oh. Oh, you know, it's good news also when you're just scrolling through Reddit. And you don't have to go to r/optimists to find optimistic news. This is my Optimus Prime voice. I don't... If that's my Optimus Prime voice, I want to know what Transformers you've been watching. Oh my god. The voice actor for Optimus Prime, I fucking love that voice. Like, oh. I was and have been thinking about trying to kickstart a lovely little voice acting career. I feel like I feel like I've built up a prerequisite thing to I could do things in that space. I feel like a lot of VAs are also do streaming on the side as well, so you know. Oh, yeah. I don't know. That demon voice. I call it the demon voice. That's what it is known as to me. I mean, like, depending on your definition of demon and devil, going by the D&D definition, like, this is a demon. And, this is a more of a devil. I'm not doing it right. No, yeah, something like this more than anything else. But, yeah. I don't know. God, now I want to pull out my fucking 5th edition monster manual and look at demons and devils. Oh, also, we have a bunch of plants. Let's use the plants. Oh, yes, the leaves have different slightly placing rules. That's fun. And that does a whole nothing for the building, but that's okay. Okay, I need a minute. I genuinely need a minute. Put down like a lantern here. And I really should do the interior of this building. We'll leave it for now. What else is happening? What else is happening? I don't know. Because, yeah, there really isn't too much going on. and Star Citizen and many other games. I feel like I mentioned my whole spiel about trying to get Pokopia, and then like, you know, it wasn't like a went to Target, hashtag very much not sponsored, and you know, dude was the only dude who was there to help me was not a Target tech specialist. It was an AT&T dude, also very not sponsored, who was just there to sell me on a phone plan. I was like, what the fuck? Come on, man. Dun, 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 na, 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 mm. You know, I should think about doing like, just like, even for the theory crafting of what my teams should be in all the Pokemon games. When I eventually do Let's Plays of all of them. I feel like I should do like more thematic. Instead of just going like, oh, alright, every team has to have fire type, grass type, water type, and then 3 other things to make things up. Just no, go for like, what's a theme, like a desert oasis team that consists of only grass ground, only like grass ground, maybe rock, water type, maybe, but like only one water type or something like that. Volcano or volcanic mountain. Fire, rock, grass. I don't know. Just as a spitball into some ideas. Could be fun. Gen 2 will be a pain, though. Maybe not a pain, but, you know, it'll be a thing. Also, I'm sorry, what am I doing? I have the copy and paste tool thing. Alt, left, blah, 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 blah. Extend it out. This is the road that never ends. And it will never end. Just keep building things down this one main road. Forever. I want to kind of do like this, but more extreme. With the arches specifically. I don't know exactly what I want to do. Ugh. I don't know if we're gonna make it to 4 hours in this stream, by the way. I'll try my damnedest. Uh... Also, I should probably Oh god, excuse me. I don't know how well that... I hope that didn't come through the mic too much. God, maybe I need another minute. Oh my god. Sorry. I was just thinking about, like... You know, one of the things about Hytale is that, moving to Hytale from Minecraft, is that I can't have... If I'm not playing Minecraft, how can I have the Minecraft girlfriend? But, you know, it just means that I have to get, like, the... It just means that I can have a Hytale hottie. There's probably a more fun word for girlfriend that rhymes, that alliterates with H. But, yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm almost through with this deep dish pizza. By the way, how... Okay, deep dish pizza versus just regular ass pizza. I do have to admit, I don't have anything super wrong with deep dish, but I think the only kind that I've tried is stuff that's been homemade. Just the only problem I have is that ingredients fall out a lot. And I don't know, maybe that's just me. And my inability to create a deep dish pizza. Very possible. Also, I have not been building exclusively in nighttime, but it's really, every time I think about it, I feel like I have exclusively been building stuff in nighttime. I don't know. Oh god, should I like... Okay, so I think I mentioned that Pokopia, like, I got it, quote-unquote, for my birthday. Like, it's ordered, there's a physical copy coming to my location with lethal intent. At terminal velocities, if only. That it would get here fast, of course. But yeah, it's a, I don't know, It would be silly of me to stop playing Hytale and take a break from it, I think, but that could be a thing I do. But yeah, I don't know. Ooh, let's see, what would my team... Okay, what would my Gen 1 team be? Just using Gen 1 Pokemon. I really like the idea of, like, I don't know, I really just want to have, like, that sort of desert Pokemon. I guess Savannah style thing that's just grass. Ground grass, maybe rock, maybe water. Ooh, I don't know. Because, like, I don't want to, like, double up on any types. I don't want to double up on any, like, double types. So, like, well, I could go with Venusaur, and I could go with Oddish, or, Vileplume, but that's just double dipping, and I don't need to do that. But I guess it would have to... I don't know. I mean, I guess I could do Squirtle as, like, the one water-type exception. Yeah. As the one water-type exception, Blastoise. Vileplume. Sandslash, obviously. What other Gen 2 Pokemon are there? Or Gen 1 Pokemon are there, excuse me. I also feel like I can't just pull the Sandslash card. I don't know, Sandslash is my favorite Pokemon. If I want to get a Sandslash in every generation, then goddammit, I just will. But, I guess Cubone could also be a good one. Like, what other ground types? There's Onix, there's Cubone, there's Geodude, Graveler. Probably something, hopefully something else I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, and I think we'll play it pretty simple here. We're gonna do a tower, and then we're going to do this sort of a thing. We're just gonna copy the tower and then make an arch. But yeah, I don't know. Also, I do have to think about this now that I think about it. Shit. And that's not gonna solve anything. It's gonna have to be one of these. Oh, but even that won't work. Eh, we can try this. Okay. Desert Oasis team does just seem like a fun idea. Maybe not a fun idea, but just the idea that I want to go with. Also, like, okay, I haven't come up with a full 6 members for that team either, so that probably is the thing I should do. Jeez, now I gotta look at a list though. Because what? Blastoise as the water type exception, Vileplume, Sandslash, and like what? I mean, literally, what else? Like we got Graveler because it's kind of one of the only options. There are other grass types. I'm also thinking like Gen 1, like blue and red. Yeah, what else? I mean, there's like... I mean, again, like Cubone, but do I want to do just like all of the ground types? A grass type and a water type? That seems a bit silly. You're like, no, but Parasect is bug poison, and I don't know if Parasect isn't Gen 1, is it? It's probably Gen 3, actually. I'm thinking it's Gen 2. Oh, jeez. Oh, you know, I probably could have done something where... Oh... I could have followed this and done like a pillar here. Yeah, no, I could have done that. Oh well. Lessons for the future. And that's not gonna work. Okay, I do feel like I am genuinely forgetting every single Pokemon that ever existed by just forgetting probably a handful of grass types. In Gen 1. Alright, hang on. Phone. Let's look this up. This will bother me otherwise. And it's gotta be Gen 1, because there is the whole thing with Gen 2. Just Gen 2, really. Where, like, there's, like, Houndour that's... Well, it is a Gen 2 Pokemon, but you can only find it in Kanto, because those designers knew exactly what they were doing. And didn't have any terrible ideas. Okay, Parasect is grass, so that could definitely be a part of the team. So we like have a ground, a 2 ground types, 2 grass types. Bellsprout is Gen 1, okay. Executor, okay. No, Executor would be good for a Desert Oasis team. So, Blastoise, Sandslash, Vileplume. Sorry, Blastoise, Sandslash, Vileplume, Executor. Well, you know, if I had to go with anyone, Rhydon more than anything. And I am forgetting a few options. Okay, not too many. Yeah, so I got some space to work there. Yeah, there's a few ideas. That maybe when I'm more maybe when I'm more in my own head, we can look at it. Dun, 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 no, no, no. No, this is fine. Well, no, I want to do this differently. I think this will just look better. Na 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 na. I think I did not need to destroy one of those things, but whatever. I do think this will just look better. Windows probably won't be my main focus here, but yeah. Ooh, okay. But Desert Oasis team, but Gen 2 Pokemon. The only thing is, well, okay, I wouldn't want to do... I want to have Cyndaquil. I don't want to have to force myself into using any particular Pokemon. Any starter Pokemon. That I don't... It's only when I don't like the... Or when I have a preference. Totodile's fine. Totodile's absolutely fine. Cyndaquil is My favorite, though, of the Gen 2 starters. Speaking of Pokemon, this is Legends Arceus, right? Good old memories of that when, like, the first game I think that I was like, oh, I gotta buy this explicitly to stream it. A little bit of a silly idea, I guess, but it is what it is. I did have a far better time buying Legends Arceus than Pokopia. Oh, yeah, I don't know, though. I have to just have, like, some variation of ground type for every Pokemon team I want to put together, though. Just so I can have an excuse to use Sandslash, except for the games where Sandslash doesn't show up. There's gotta be at least one game where Sandslash doesn't show up until, like, post-game, though, so that's also a thing. I'm sorry, is this a remake? No, I've heard this before. This is a remake of Open Your Heart, but like, oh my god. Drive me crazy. All your cunning tricks make me sick. You won't have it your own way. Dun, 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 dun. That we won't change. Yours is filled with evil and mine's not. There is no way I could lose. Oh god. I really should play a Sonic game. I really have not played that many Sonic games. Be alright. Played Adventures. Well, Adventures 2. I had Sonic Heroes, but I don't think I really played any of it. I had Sonic and the Seven Rings. Did not beat that. Um, Sonic Forces, which I also didn't beat. Yeah. But Sonic Adventure 2 was like... I mean, I went back, tried to play it, and there was issues with it. I was like, oh god. Like, mainly controller issues, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. But like, am I gonna go and mod Sonic Adventure 2 so it's like... I'm sure there's a controller mod that's like, hey, do you want to enjoy your experience on PC? Then download this mod. I don't know if I want / need to do that. Okay. Well, let's see here. We're at this point we'll just make like the top of it, the roof, some might call it. Incorrectly, it's the building toppy woppy. With grass. And a side of fries. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Okay, we'll see how long I can make this soda last. Oh god. I really hope that my whole Friday RPG plan takes me to the end of the year. I think that Avowed is going to be real long, is going to be decently long, and I'm going to be like, oh my god, what have I signed myself up for? But it'll probably be fine. But I am, like, Chrono Trigger, I picked up some, a couple of RPGs from a, Shunsoft sale, I think. You know what, I guess really what I should look up is like what PlayStation 1 RPGs are available on, and what SNES RPGs are available on Steam. I guess I should also look at GOG, because I gotta play the original Wing Commander at some point. I guess ideally I would have done that before Squadron 42 comes out, which, I mean, I guess I could make some last minute scheduling changes. Because I know which is the more popular game, but I will admit that I am looking more forward to Final Fantasy 12 than 10 and 10-2. I know that a lot of people like 10, and 10-2 is not as well liked. But yeah. Chrono Trigger is definitely on the list. But also is Trials of Mana, or whatever one I got was. Yeah, this might look a little weird, but we'll see how it goes. Do do dun 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 dun. Now the question is, do I go and do I do all the windows on the entire build? I shouldn't, because I don't know exactly where I'm gonna want the struts for the arch. Which is a really good excuse not to do two of the sides, but the front and back. Oh, we'll do the back. What else? What else? Oh geez. Hang on. Oh wow. I was like, I feel a burp coming on, but I thought it was gonna be way larger. I was like, oh god. I also don't know what exactly the struts are gonna look like for that either. Well, it'll be fine. I don't know what to stall for time or anything, but let's put the floor in. No, that's not what I wanted. Some lights in. Jeez. It's really funny also because yesterday I was like, oh, I'm too tired to like stream for another 2 hours. And then I went on to, I was up a lot later than 2 hours. I don't know. Just one of them things, I guess. Oh god, I'm just... Ugh. I don't know how well this is working. I'm expecting great things. I've closed my eyes. I guess just to prevent sensory overload or something. Well, that worked out pretty well. Not perfect, but pretty well. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, I think it would probably be a good idea to do this building and then call it. Isn't there a limit? There is a limit. I don't know what it is. Shift C. Do 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 do. Okay, so let's make sure that we got some good size to work with here. Three, 4, 5, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, if you think it's just good enough, then do it a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, 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 down. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. Two, three, four. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this might be a little bit short. Well, okay, I guess what I really want to do is have these struts all the way along, and I want, we can have some windows, that's fine. And we'll just start the ascent. Which is gonna be, is it 2 blocks or 3 blocks? Outside will be 2. Excuse me. Inside will be 3. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think this should work. Oh, maybe the middle ones are too much. I don't know. I guess there's only one way to really find out. I'm sorry, that's not right. Oh wow, this is like perfect. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta make it at least 3 hours. I do kind of feel like I'm gonna take a nap and throw my entire sleep schedule off. And let's see, let's make sure I know what I'm doing here. Well, oh my god, yeah, no, this is gonna, okay. One, two, boop. 1, 2, 3. Boop, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Started with 3, not 6. Which is fine. Hmm. Yeah, I think this is fine, although it is a bit silly. It does run into itself at a point, but oh well, what can you do? I am gonna be happy to, whenever I do get to play Pokopia though. I'll probably do it on my own time. I don't know, we'll see. 1, 2, 4, boop boop. 1, 2, 4. Two, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Initial arch is done. I think I do want to have like a park or something in here, but I don't think I'll... We can make like a fence. Because I definitely want there to be like a bridge. And I do think that like, yeah, the arches here are not... The supports need to be more at a 45-degree angle. I think I, mayhaps, have created a very unstable product here. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. The wise bun would have figured out where the middle was beforehand. That's okay. Now, for better or worse, I kind of want it to be a log thing. Okay, so this lines up. This does line up. Okay. Do this as quick as I can. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You know, I guess really, well, we should probably have logs going all the way across. I'm thinking I do want to have wood in between the logs, and then have some greenery on the top. Because I'm just predictable like that. And actually, I think I do want to have wood here. It'll all make sense in a hot minute. In hopefully 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think this will be less annoying to do. Might not be as fast, though. Ooh, but it'll probably be more accurate. Dun, 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 dun. It's making me kind of dizzy watching this. Do, 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 do. Oh, I think the steps are gonna ruin this. Yeah, no, let's just not do the steps. The wood is kind of difficult to see, which is nice. And we'll just put this here. Oh, jeez. I hope the beers didn't inadvertently reset my sleep schedule. They might have. I don't want that to happen, but I also didn't get too much. I don't think I got too much sleep today. Well, no, you know what? I did. Well, I woke up kind of early, and I went back to bed, but like, oh my god. I don't know, I got up at like 9 and then went back to bed and woke up at like 12 or 1 or something like that. Oh, come on. Okay, cool. Okay, I think that'll look good when they grow in. Yeah. I do love the idea of having some of these sky bridges, arches. I think probably if this was over if the bridge was over the street, that's definitely would be my vibe. And something like on this scale, I mean, I like it in the cyberpunk way when it just creates these, you know, you look up and there's just an extreme sense of busyness to your verticality between like alleyways and just between buildings on like smaller streets and everything. But when it's across like a large street, then that's a different story. And of course, I don't know if this is a large street, really, but it's large enough. Something innuendo. Alright, let's see. Oh. Okay. Anything fun happening on Reddit? Nothing too crazy. Oh, I'm glad. I am glad that I am seeing. Okay, if I look up DLSS 5. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. And I don't know, is there any videos of it? Let's see. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, no. RAM prices are 300% higher for that? Yeah, that's... What the fuck, dude? Yeah, no, that's not even remotely worth it. It's also just... It really comes down to, I think, just this obsession with photorealism. Like, if it looks better, it's... Like, it's just brightness. It's real, like, there's... You could do that. There are other ways to do that. There are other ways to make that look better. Kinda sad. But yeah. Oh, I love how... Also, I don't know if well, I like the idea of this, of whatever the fuck this is, and trying to make this into something, but I don't know. We'll see. Having like pillars and maybe, I mean, I could maybe do something a little bit more interesting with having like cutouts, specific cutouts for floors or whatever. That could be a thing. Having like support beams, you know, that go out, stick through, kind of a thing. But yeah, that could be a thing, but we'll see. Right now, I just know that... I don't know, I think this building looks good for the condition I was in when I built it. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I should go do, like, survival Hytale over building Hytale. I don't know. We need a expansion on blocks. Desperately. And I kind of want to just wait to see what they do officially before I mess with any mods. That one single time that mods kind of just broke everything, just like, I don't want to have a repeat of that. Even though it's, I mean, it seems really silly for me to, of all people, it seems ridiculous for me to say that. But yeah, sorry it's a little bit of a shorter one, but yeah. Just seeing that on the stream preview, I'm like, yeah, no, I do like that. I do think the struts could have been, you know, at a steeper angle, but yeah, I think that's fine. Until next time, have a good day, great day even.